I needed my beads for this one. Jada's book ain't selling. He's selling.
Jada Pinkett Smith has been on tour all over social media with clips that remind you of this.
It's a weight off my shoulders, honestly. And I gotta be honest, I mean, what's even better is that Will and I are in such a good place, and that now we can be together in a way that works for us. And that's what I'm most happy about, you know, because we're in a life partnership.
Basically, she's been promoting her new book. The book is called Worthy. And of course, in the book are people like Tupac, people like Will Smith, Chris Rock, folks like that getting thrown under the bus. But nobody's getting thrown under the bus like Will Smith. She's talking about how they've been separated for many years, many things about their relationships that we didn't know, and pretty much a lot of criticisms in the game that we didn't expect us to know, and we really shouldn't know. But all of this will come at least some reward. Isn't that what Stephen A. Smith said?
You want to mess with some dude that's your son's friend, as trifling as that may seem in people's eyes, that's your damn business. You want to break up with your husband and all of this stuff, that's your business. But this public emasculation needs to stop. Jada, all you're doing is elevating the level of vitriol coming your way, because it don't matter what you say. There's nothing you can say to a man to justify what you have done to Will Smith. Every time I see Jada Pinkett Smith talk about Will Smith, I cringe. We kings. We kings. We ain't here to be treated like that. You're queens and you shouldn't be treated like that either, and I get that. Tell me anywhere, biblically, scripture-wise, in any scripture, where it encourages you to publicize your personal business for profit when it negatively affects your spouse.
But Stephen A. Smith was right on the money. You see, Jada Pinkett did all of this for money, only to find out that her memoir, Worthy, is a complete flop. And here's an example of that right here.
I needed my beads for this one. Jada's book ain't selling. I looked high and low. I started looking last week. I said, where this book at? That book is not selling. Jada Pinkett Smith's book, Worthy, Her Life, the Marriage, the Tupac. People was like, she was on the Today Show like 1,000 times. This book has bombed this early. Barnes & Noble, their list came in 173. New York Times bestsellers list, number 44. Kindle, it was like 2,700. First off, I kind of figured that it wouldn't do well because y'all told me. Every time I would bring it up, and y'all would do the, Patty, we sick of hearing this. We sick of hearing about this book. We tired of hearing about this book. But I think that she didn't help. Because even I was like, oh, I'm tired of this. These Tupac stories. I knew it was in trouble when Will showed up with the family to help promote it in Baltimore. And that wasn't going to help. And I think because at the end of the day, people love Will. And they didn't like how this was all playing out. Should she be able to tell her story? Of course. But do people want to hear it? That's the thing. Do people want to hear it? You know, yes, she's been painted as this villain, but I think people are tired. And when people are tired, what will they do? They will not support the project.
You see, guys, the book is making little impact on multiple bestsellers lists. And on Kindle, it sucks. Amazon, it sucks. It sucks almost everywhere. But why? I'll tell you why. Nobody likes Jada Pinkett, right? Jada Pinkett, it's terrible. And without Will Smith being there, nobody's really interested in her. People don't really appreciate all of what she's done, and nobody wants to pay for that information. Somebody said, what a stupid book, completely not worth the money. After about 30 pages, I had enough. Another commenter said, I can't believe how dull, flat, and just plain uninteresting this memoir was. And the reason is because Jada Pinkett is not that interesting. people really don't care for her and there's nothing about her that really stands out. If that was the case, Red Table Talk would have not been canceled, which it was. And it was canceled because it was not interesting enough. That's why. Jada Pinkett without Will Smith is not that interesting. She might be a good actress. She may even be a great actress, but she's nobody that somebody says, you know what, Jada Pinkett is going to be in that film. Let me go watch it. It's not like it is with, let's say, Angela Bassett starred in the film, Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock. She don't got what it takes. In order for Jada Pinkett to achieve that level of clout, she has to attach herself to somebody else, which doesn't make that much sense because she's had every opportunity in the world to talk about something else other than Tupac. But Tupac's been dead since, I don't know, 1995 or 96, and she still can't get out of her own way. Jada has been 27 years and people are just disinterested. Here's something else. People are just tired of you disrespecting Will Smith. And it's been real bad. It's gotten real crazy. It's gotten real ugly. But maybe this wake-up call will be the last. And maybe she'll stop terrorizing that man.